Hi guys! So my name is Bree Jarvis, and I know that a good chunk of you on my friends list know who I am. I wanted to take a little bit of time today to share with you guys about abuse. I know that this is something that is prevalent in the lives of many. I think I really just want to share from the heart about what it's like to be a woman and suffer through mental, emotional, physical, and sexual abuse. I know that a lot of you don't necessarily know what was going on with me for the last couple years. I know I've had a lot of friends and family talk to me and tell me that they knew that whatever was happening with me wasn't right and that they could sense something was off. So I guess I will start with explaining that I moved to Kamloops for a better life. I wanted to cleanse myself of a lot of the toxic people that were in my life beforehand and really just discover who I was, on a different level, away from the bar scene and away from, drugs and alcohol and a lot of the vices that I had stuck my fingers in. And so when I went out there, I learned something, just an immensely valuable lesson in life about abuse and how it happens. So one of the number one control tactics that abusers use, now this played a huge role in the reason why I was abused and how I was abused, and that is isolation. If somebody is isolating you away from your friends and away from your family, that is when you know that you are in the beginning or initial phases of being abused. Anybody who is discouraging you away from friends and family, encouraging you to spend your time with them, if not all your time with them. Anybody who is discouraging you away from working. Now, ladies, this is a huge one because obviously a lot of women do become codependent on men, and the workforce is a way different thing for men and for women. Two totally different experiences, I believe. I know we fight for equality every single day, but that doesn't mean we get it. So, but yes, having your career, put down or criticized, or skepticism of your looks and how you use them, things like that. So anything that's a real concern is going to be rooted in respect, and your feelings and emotions will always be acknowledged by somebody who truly respects you and your career goals. So true support doesn't come in the form of control. So so I was isolated. I was put down, and I had all of my senses of self absolutely deconstructed. And those of you who know me know that I'm a very outgoing, very strong-willed, strong-minded individual. I've always fought for my independence. I believe the career path that I chose definitely took on a lot of negativity in my life. I did use my own sexuality and the sexuality of other women. But I mean, that is the world that we live in. So, I mean, I didn't necessarily like the rules, but I played by them. And as I educated myself more and more along the way, I've realized how much I don't want that anymore and how destructive it is, and always has been. So I recognize that now. And I was in the process of changing this when I had met my ex. It was something that I had wanted to choose for myself anyways, thus the reason I moved out to Kamloops. But I was not given the opportunity to take pride in my choice. I was very much stripped of that opportunity to slowly deconstruct the sexuality that I had put out there. I was much forced to do that, and I was put down and slut shamed for being what I was, and instead of just loved where I was at. So, which was unfortunate because I was well on my way to becoming so much more anyways. So yeah, so I'm gonna take a little bit of a break here so that I can regroup and reorganize, but I have so much more to share.